Your fight. Since you lost, what's up, Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him!
Gervonta Davis shocked the world after reportedly punching Jake Paul right outside Miami International Airport, and the clip exploded online. No cameras, no ring, no referee, just pure tension turning physical. Witnesses screamed, security jumped in, and chaos erupted as two of boxing's top stars collided. Jake, known as the problem child, nearly turned the airport into a battlefield. Now, everyone's asking what pushed Tank over the edge like that.
After Canelo, obviously, didn't materialize, was the next one Tank?
Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back, and then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But, man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line, and things just fall through.
As you're watching it, he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? If he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
For sure.
It seems this beef goes much deeper than fans realized. From heated trash talk to shady contract leaks and private DMs, this wasn't some random scuffle. It was personal, and it might spark a rivalry no one saw coming. This entire saga feels like something straight out of a Netflix boxing show. Between leaked clips, hidden motives, and career-changing fallout, the story behind this mess is insane. This wasn't random anger. It's been quietly boiling between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis for months.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
This time, Jake picked a fight with the wrong man. Unlike his past opponents, Gervonta Davis doesn't joke around with nonsense. He's not about social media clout or fake drama. He's built differently, from real pain, real battles, and real stakes.
Tank Davis. Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. Back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shaver was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of competition.
Yes,
he was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
When Jake joked about Tank's legal issues, calling him a walking headline, it struck a deep nerve. That insult hit harder than Jake expected.
Baltimore native and boxing champ Gervonta Tank Davis is sent to jail less than a month after he was ordered to serve 3 months of home detention. He was taken into custody after an impromptu hearing yesterday, and now he will finish his 90-day sentence in the Baltimore City jail. Deputies say Davis violated the terms of his home detention sentence in a 2020 hit-and-run crash. He said his home was too small, so he moved to the Four Seasons Hotel, but did not get permission from the judge. He received his 90-day sentence after pleading guilty in February to a crash that injured 4 people.
Then Jake went even further, mocking Tank's fallout with Floyd Mayweather and saying he's still living under Floyd's shadow. That's when the line was officially crossed.
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood.
Tank didn't clap back publicly, but he definitely took notice. Fast forward to Miami International Airport. Reports say Gervonta was arriving for a team meeting ahead of his Lamont Roach rematch. Jake was heading home from a business trip, still hyped after his controversial victory over Mike Tyson.
What's going on? What's up, Floyd? I can have what I want.
When their eyes met, it was like 2 time bombs in the same space. Witnesses say the tension was instant. No greetings, no talking, just raw hostility. Then, Tank closed the distance in a flash, showing the same explosive speed that made him one of boxing's most feared punchers. Jake took a shot just like the one that floored Frank Martin, but this time, there was no referee, no bell, just pure chaos breaking out everywhere. The internet went wild within minutes. Fans couldn't believe what they saw. Some said Jake had it coming after months of trash talk, while others felt Tank went too far and should have saved that punch for the ring.
All right, Jake, I'm filming.
So guys, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident. I'm still gonna be able to fight August 6th, so get your tickets at msg.com before they sell out. But I broke my back carrying the promotion for this event. It's broken.
Oh, Jake, you good?
Nurse!
Jake,
Nurse, more morphine!
Oh my God.
I broke my back carrying the last 5 fights promotion. My opponents never sell shit. Oh, it hurts!
Do something.
It hurts! These motherfuckers never sell shit! They couldn't sell a pen to a writer!
So, what really pushed Gervonta over the limit? Truth is, Tank's been under serious stress lately. From parting ways with longtime coach Calvin Ford to proving himself without Mayweather's support, plus legal pressure and investigations, it's been rough. To him, Jake represents everything fake about modern boxing: hype, money, and no real grind.
Following the Tyson fight. Tell us, exactly why it's found on that.
Because why would he even want to fight him? And who told Mike Tyson to fight anyway?
Do you think that it might have tarnished Mike's legacy in a way?
Yeah, they did. They definitely did.
Jake's controversial win over Mike Tyson in July added even more tension. Tank wasn't impressed and hated seeing a legend close to 60 being used for viral fame. So when Jake started cracking jokes about Tank's private life, coaching issues, and time in jail, it wasn't harmless talk, it was personal. That punch in Miami wasn't for clout. For Tank, it was about pride and self-respect.
Do you think that it's fair to call them boxers now? We talk about Logan Brothers.
I think it's okay to call Jake Paul a boxer. The only reason why I say that is because he do be in the gym. He's working on stuff. The fight that he fought Mike Tyson, I don't think he should have fought Mike Tyson because of who Mike Tyson is and the age. And he said that he didn't try to knock him out. Yes, you did. You just couldn't get the knockout. He tried to knock him out for sure.
But not everyone believes it really happened. A growing number of fans think the whole airport fight was staged, all to promote what's now confirmed: Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul this November.
Maybe it's not a terrible fight. You know, we know that Gervonta's going to fight Jake Paul in November, and then we'll see what happens.
Eddie Hearn confirmed it himself, announcing the fight will happen right after Tank's August clash with Lamont Roach. The timing feels too perfect, the viral punch too clean, and both sides staying quiet feels a bit too planned.
I gotta ask you, how real or what was to it with you and Tank actually being a thing? Was that something that was talked about?
Yeah, no, it was highly talked about and in negotiations and almost ready to make happen, but he has to do his rematch with Lamont and get that W, and then we'll be able to run it back. But me and Gervonta were scheduled to fight for sure.
Since both fighters love the spotlight, fans think this whole thing could just be a publicity stunt to boost PPV numbers. Honestly, this matchup doesn't make much sense for Tank's career path.
This might be the worst thing that ever happened in the history of humanity. Jake Paul is set to fight Gervonta Tank Davis in November. This is ridiculous. First of all, Tank, I know you're known for not taking the hardest fights, but you at least fight actual boxers. What are you doing? You know, besides getting that bag. Second, Jake, why are you doing this? You're a bad person. Let's ignore the fact that I have personally watched this man rob a PF Chang's. Let's talk about his refusal to fight real boxers. He gets criticized for refusing to fight real boxers, so he fights Mike Tyson, a 60-year-old boxer. He gets criticized for fighting a 60-year-old boxer, so he fights a current championship boxer who is literally 100 pounds lighter than him. Tank Davis is a lightweight, 135 pounds. Jake Paul is a cruiserweight, 235 pounds. You're never beating this fraud allegation, Jake, so why are you doing this? What do you guys think of this fight? And don't tell me anything good. Say it in the comments, though.
If Tank beats Lamont Roach easily in August, his comeback will be complete. He'll silence critics and prove he's still elite. The obvious next fights would be Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney, but instead, he's chasing a Netflix payday with a YouTuber.
When we wanted the Loma fight, when it was in its prime, him and Mayweather, their team just, they just danced around it. When we wanted the Devin fight for Undisputed, the belts don't matter. I could just give them to my kids because everybody's winning belts. Shakur, he's easy work, he's boring, but you don't want to unify against him. Keyshawn might have a chance. You feel me? It's just disgusting. We wanted the Bud fight too after he called him out, and we also would have took a Teofimo Lopez fight. But then his fans would say, oh, but they're too big. They're not in his weight class. What the fuck is Jake Paul? This is the bullshit I be talking about. Like, this shit does nothing for the sport of boxing, but in terms of the division of 135, it doesn't do jack shit.
It's hard to understand that choice. Now flip it. If Tank loses to Roach, that's back-to-back defeats. And honestly, Roach nearly won the first fight if that knockdown had counted. If Tank loses again, the Jake Paul fight loses its appeal. Nobody wants Jake to fight someone coming off a loss.
You got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fight?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. And he called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
That would make the whole thing look like a desperate money grab. Like Tank's done fighting real boxers and just wants a quick payout.
What do you think of former athletes and celebrities like Jake Paul taking up boxing? You think that grows the sport?
If he's doing it for the right reason, actually want to do it because of just like actually want to box, it's cool. But if he's doing it for like the wrong reason, just to get the hype and stuff like that, I feel as though it's trash. Sometimes people get bored at what they doing, and they want to try other stuff. Got to be mentally tough to be able to box. So that's why I don't take that away from some fighters or some people that want to jump into the sport. So just show how tough you are. That's how it should be.
For sure. That's all I got. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
And honestly, that's what many fans are already saying. Look at the signs. Tank's been hinting at retirement, even admitting boxing doesn't excite him anymore.
Why are you retiring?
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like, the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment. And now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
fed up with
Can you give
it.
us
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like, you know, like say you got a squad today.
To make things worse, Tank's been spotted smoking during training camp, the same camp for his Lamont Roach fight. No wonder fans are doubting his focus right now.
It's been to the streets. I know you ain't focused. Better tighten up.
That's why I got everybody out of there. That's why I got everybody out of there. Can they see my page again?
Better tighten up.
He even cut ties with Calvin Ford, the only coach who had his back from the beginning.
Something is definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out. Coach Barry Hunter trained Tank for this fight with Lamont Roach, not Calvin Ford. A lot of people were saying that this performance has something to do with that. So, is something really going on between Calvin Ford and Tank Davis? Check out what Tank had to say.
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so. It's something we gotta work on in the corner, for sure.
Everything Tank's been doing lately makes it seem like he's ready to walk away from boxing. So why take a fight with Jake Paul? Simple, it's about money. Tank's no longer chasing belts, he's chasing millions. Jake talks trash, but he brings numbers, views, and massive paydays.
Is it true that you made $170 million from this fight?
I made a lot of money, the most money I've made ever.
60 million households, Jake.
250 million people. It's all downhill from here.
No, for sure.
I peaked.
Jake's fight with Mike Tyson broke Netflix records. If Netflix promotes the Tank fight too, it could make over $50 million, way more than Tank would earn against Shakur or Haney combined.
Is it true that you made $170 million from this fight?
I made a lot of money, the most money I've made ever.
60 million households, Jake.
250 million people. Bro, that is so... It's all downhill from here.
No, for sure.
I peaked.
But before Gervonta can think about Jake, he has to deal with Lamont Roach, and that won't be a walk in the park. Their first match was wild, especially in round 9 when Roach landed a body shot that looked like a knockdown, but the ref ruled it a slip. Fans were furious, convinced Roach got robbed. Now, with a rematch set for August, Roach is coming for revenge, and one mistake could destroy Tank's whole plan for the Jake Paul fight.
I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Cause I didn't pick it up when I was supposed to pick it up, and I could have definitely did more. Definitely did more. He caught me with a good shot, but it was times that I sat in there with him, and I'm like, damn, this guy like super slow. Well, not super slow, but he's slow, and I could have took advantage of the moments, but I think I was boxing too much in the beginning, and when I felt like he was slow, it was just all the late down the line type of thing. But I should have pressed the issue. I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault.
Fans are going crazy for the upcoming Tank versus Jake fight. But think about it, Jake just said he'll fight at 195 pounds. That's near heavyweight territory.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You can knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something? I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you were saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195?
Meanwhile, Gervonta fights at 135 and struggles even at 140. That's 6 full weight divisions apart. It's like putting a pit bull against a bear. And it gets wilder. This exhibition will have no headgear, no judges, no scorecards, but knockouts allowed. Basically, Tank stepping into a real fight against a man built like a tank himself.
Yeah, no, we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year. We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss future uploads. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned. See you in the next one.